And yeah, I've got on next.
Ogre, baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Ogre, the man. I love it. Every Thursday, we're going live right now, 6 p.m. Or that's at least the game plan, I guess, subject to change. But we want to do this on a regular, same time every week. And I'm so pumped. Ogre's got some things I don't even know about that he wants to talk about. New guild that he's working on. I love it. We're also going to talk Jade, Crystal, strategy. What are you doing? What are you looking forward to? All kinds of things. Good AMA today. I love it, man. How are you doing, Ogre?
Oh, it was awesome, man. Always fun to come on. Thank you. I'm super stoked about this. I think this is going to be like a great team up.
Yes.
I thoroughly am looking forward to doing this.
I know, man. I used to, just thinking back, I was listening to you and Climb all the time. I love it. Climb. Yeah, I mean, real early when I was in the game. You and Tosh, Christian Peter, Brown Gent, all you guys were the ones that, got me excited about the game. Yes, and I love the chat is already blown up. All kinds.
I love the fact that we've got like 15 different community streams going on right now. You know what I mean? Like there's so many groups and communities within the community, which just kind of plays into exactly what I'm working on with the whole guild type deal.
Yeah. I mean, I am loving it. And like guys like Zabu, who's in the chat, he's starting to pop out some good videos. Freak just did his first video ever this week. You got other people popping up. Mythic Squad, I'm getting on with them later on tonight. They had a phenomenal stream last night with Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms, Raph and Neindorf. That was like awesome stream. They were like in the zone. I love it. Worm, Sir Worm, man, I need
so many awesome people.
I know.
So many awesome people. You can't even name them all because you're gonna miss somebody because there's so many. That's what I love about the community. It's so vibrant,
right? It's such an awesome. It's the best, definitely hands down the best community I've ever been a part of. The team is the best team I've ever seen in crypto personally, and they just keep grinding. They keep coming through. I love the updates that Beetle Dude baby put out on us yesterday. Then and on the AMA, they already talked about. I mean, they're already kind of in the works with Wisdom Gaming on. Like they're pretty far along. I think
farther than I thought, farther than I think most people realize. I believe. Like I don't know anything, but I think that they're closer than a lot of people realize to having something come out. So I'm excited because it's just going to be the first iteration. Like it's only going to get better from there. Yeah,
and generally speaking, when the team gives a timeline, they are giving quite a bit. Like they're giving themselves some path. Like they would normally have maybe said by the end of the year, but instead they said Q1 of next year is kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe
and they're good about. Yeah, I'm with you there. They're good about giving themselves padding and building that into their timeline, so they're not constantly missing timelines. I mean, granted, every team misses some timelines, and they've missed a couple, but usually like they're spot on and releasing stuff early. Even I don't know. I love it.
So we got Profession 10 level quest coming, I think, right around the corner. So and also green pets. But last week's AMA, a week ago today, Hubert said the Profession 10 level questing was probably going to come before the green eggs pets, but maybe the green eggs pets will come in at the same time. And I think we'll instantly be able to use pets in the Profession 10 level questing.
Dude, I've been stacking those pets.
I
got
know.
tons of eggs. Oh my God. I'm excited about that.
They mentioned that, we have items starting to come back up a little bit. Yep. Okay. So that's going to be super bullish for the value of items, I think, and the ecosystem in the game. We've got Stonecarver now in the house on, in on Serendale, we have. I love how they did this on the cards. So it's huge. Yes. I mean, it's so huge. It saves me. I don't have to go onto Adventures in DFK every single time. I just want to look at a card.
Right. You can go in there and look for them by let's say you're looking for a certain wing. You can go in there, find that wing, flip it over and get all the pertinent information off the back.
That's right. Now I'm still living on Adventures in DFK, but every time I do a summon,
oh, I love ADFK.
You go check, right? It's just there. If it's all white, if these cards, I'll do this one. Okay, if you click the third one over, and I'll zoom in a bit more. Okay, when it's all white like this, that means they're basic abilities. I wish they actually basic 6. I didn't know that. This is only on a computer. I don't know on a cell phone if you can see what it is.
I'm not sure.
That's
I don't
nice.
really play it on
On
my
a
cell
computer.
phone.
Okay. And so if it's in green, you know it's an advanced ability. If it's in like blue, maybe like a grayish blue,
Yeah, I think it's color coded. Like
it's elite. And then transcendent was, I saw it, the Mythic Squad sent out a text showing off their transcendent ability heroes. I love it. I'm so excited. Okay, what should we talk about first? What we're doing in the game or the guild? What do you think? And we're gonna do a giveaway. Ogre has 2 Gen 0 pairs that he's gonna give the summon away. So 2 Gen 0 summons away, Gen 1s. I love it. And so we can figure out.
No. Yeah, I got 2 summons to do for Gen 0s and then 1 Gen 0 or Gen 1 to give away. I think that's
really?
what
You got
said.
3. So there's going to be 3 giveaways.
Whoa. I'm not giving those away. The ones that are summoning with?
No.
I wasn't giving those away. I wasn't planning.
No. We're not giving away the Gen 0. But you said 2
Dude,
Gen
those
0.
have like 7 informed use.
2 summons and another Gen 1. Is that what you said?
Right. I have 2 summons queued up that we can do on stream just to be like, ooh, hopefully something cool comes up. And then I have 1 to give away. We didn't really discuss how we want to do that. Like if you want to do something,
because we'll want to do that like with the live listeners, right? So I've never done that. What's the best way? I do have this wheel of most of my fans. I can zoom back out on that, come back, but we'll have to think that through.
So maybe we could do something. I can't. Okay, is this comments? I'm not as familiar with StreamYard. That's actually the YouTube comments.
Yeah, instead of doing the private chat, click on the comments. And I wish you could comment, right? You can't.
Yeah.
So I wish there was a way I could allow you to comment. Is there a way?
Well, you know what? I could always just do it.
You can do it on your phone on YouTube.
Damn.
Yeah, just like mute it and
hold on. Exactly. Let's make sure we don't get that.
You can see it that way. The brown gent, baby, in the house. We got Noonie, T-Top, Zabu, Eric's here, Ghost Panda. I love this.
We got all sorts of people in here.
I know.
Heck yeah.
Man. And Sir Worm, I want to connect with Sir Worm some more because he's an absolute generous, phenomenal guy in the ecosystem. Skiller is real tight. Okay, that's another one. About Life Podcast. Have you seen any of his podcasts?
Whom?
About Life Podcast. Oh, you got to see
it. I'm not sure.
I'm telling you,
1.5x.
About Life Podcast is just awesome. Okay, hang on. I think. Okay, so on this, if you come and I'm going to post this right now. This is all things DFK, or he changed it to, this is Robinhood's channel called DeFi Kingdoms Fans. Vibes, how are you, baby? Vibes in the house. Okay, so in the chat, if you go follow that YouTube channel, and if you have Ogre, did you ever say you had a YouTube channel yourself?
I've started a few of them and I've put some stuff out. Like I created a couple walkthroughs on Harmony Hub. I do have one under Ogre Abroad, which one of these daggum days, I'm actually going to make some walkthroughs and just talk throughs. Try and do some educational stuff that's short and to the point for those that just want to come in and learn something and get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to answer a question.
I
keep saying I'm going to do it and I keep not doing it.
I'll help you get it going. Yeah. I mean, and we can get on this. So he got cryptocurrency on here now. I need to connect with him too. But so this guy right here, About Life Podcast. Okay. So he has like all of the main like DeFi, like the gurus of DeFi Kingdoms, you know, like the people that are real pro DeFi Kingdoms. That channel that's in the chat. And this is one of them. He's just a rock star. I love this guy, along with all the 50 other rock stars, right? Look at all these guys.
I know, right? There's so many.
Low Tech Plays, Man,
Yep.
I'm just loving this.
How did you do that and pull that up to where it shows everybody DFI Kingdoms related?
Okay, so it's this channel. Go follow that channel. And so this is just a YouTube channel called DeFi Kingdoms Fans. Here, if I need to zoom in.
Yeah, we need to share that. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, that's in the chat. I'll also share it here in your private chat.
Well, no, you're good. I'm on the phone. I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah. So
I just never heard of it. I didn't realize what it was.
Yes. And so if you ever new people, he's adding new people. Sergeant Baby, Filthy McNasty, the Mythic Bot. Hey, community, DFK community, we gotta go subscribe to all these guys' channels. Make sure you're subscribed.
Yup.
And give them some love. Okay, so what I'm doing, so we were just talking a little bit, Jade versus Crystal, obviously right now. So we still have the Gen Zero giveaway for summoning. There's going to be 75 Gen Zeros given away. The deadline, so any hero that you summon on Serendale 2.0 with Jade, which is over double the price, right? Almost like 2.5 times
right.
the price of Crystal, okay? But you are getting tickets there all the way up until January 7th. 1 minute before midnight on January 7th, Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So that's the debate. How much summoning do we want to do?
All of it.
You want to do a lot. Are you doing a lot?
I have been, honestly, like this last week. I've been busy, like with the holidays and everything, so I haven't done as much summoning as I would like to have been doing.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I've definitely tried. I mean, I got 5. I took some of the coinage that the DeFi Kingdoms community lovingly sent back my way and invested in 5 heroes. So made 5 people happy on day 1 buying their Gen Zeros.
You did. You got 5 Gen Zeros the second you got that money?
Yep. Paid from like 15 to 20K Jade for them. Just, I mean, it was, how could I not share it back with the community? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got a few.
The best asset you can get in the game, right?
In my opinion, long term, I don't know. With Jewel, if it starts going on major exchanges and the game really starts getting some big popularity, Jewel, with the nature of it over time, will keep appreciating in value. Heroes, I think, are like the other big store of value in the game. Those are, in my mind, like the 2 base assets,
right?
We're gonna want,
yeah. So I am bullish on heroes. All that everything really hinges on the success of PvP, PvE, the game being developed. But you also have all these third parties.
I don't think it does, right? Because we have so many people in the community making stuff.
Yes.
So even if like Wisdom doesn't hit the mark, we'll take a hit. People will be pissed off, but there's other people building stuff.
Right.
We're not the only ones. We could build something. Like I have an idea of a mini game that I want to build and integrate into the game.
I know.
Why can't I? I can't.
You have one too? You can have a seat, bud. This is my son, Elisha Zane. Baby.
What up?
Here, you want to sit on this side, probably. Camera's right here. And this is Ogre. Ogre, he's a legend in the game. Ogre, I didn't do a proper intro for Ogre,
Too kind.
Legend of the game. This man he got hacked for $50 million. And man, it's just still devastated me just hearing that. So anyways, okay.
But bro, you can't leave it like that. Like, I'm the success story in crypto. Like, I was able to get not all of it back, but a significant portion of it back. And granted, it's not worth what it was then, but whatever. Right. It's still more than I need. And over time, I'm sure it'll get back up in that area.
Right. Thanks to the community vote, man. So talking on third-party games and on Jewel. So Jewel, I'm so bullish on, right? I've got like $100 per Jewel price point in 3 years. That's my bullish.
I don't know if I'm going quite that high, but definitely long term.
10 years, $1,000 Jewel, baby.
That'd be amazing.
Within 10 years. That's my price point. Okay. But also heroes, like if the game succeeds, right? And third-party developers, have you played Fight Club yet? Fight Club.
Oh my God, I have to say no. I really have to do that this week. I really need to.
Oh man. So I
I'm
was
more
having
of
a
a
brown gent.
PvE type of guy, bro. Like
I,
that's more my gig. So
my
that's what
man.
I'm waiting for.
Well, no, it's already right now as it stands, just as it is right now. It could be an esport straight up in using your DFK.
Well, it's going to be like I want to have a meetup here in Nashville and just have a bunch of people come in and we just sit there and nerd out and have an in-person esport convention, just like sit there and duel in real life. Like I might not love the duels personally. I might be more of a PvE guy, but that I get that. Like that's fun. I want to hang out with y'all, right?
But I'm saying
do it up in Wisdom Theater or Wisdom Studios too. Like, yeah, dude, let's start doing these around the country. Heck, I'm going to be up in Boston next week. So, like, if anybody's in the Boston area, Thursday, Friday, hit me up. I have those nights available. I'd love to go grab a beer or a meal or something, break bread with someone.
I can't wait till the day we sit down at a bar and have a beer.
Bro, it's coming.
So, with Fight Club, it can actually be an esport, just that one game built.
Oh, yeah.
Discord-based game. It's so fun. So here's what you got to do on the next tournament, Bogside Chats, baby, and Adventures in DFK. They do these tournaments. Just join. It's like 25 crystal, okay, or something like that.
Right.
And even if you're going to get your ass kicked because you don't know what you're doing, that's fine. You'll just dive in and get inundated. And by the end of the tournament, you're going to totally know how to play the game. And you'll love it. And it's like an already use case active game that's awesome that you can actually play. And I'm going to maybe tomorrow get with Brown. So Saturday, Brown Gent and I are doing a Christmas Eve video. But also, I think maybe possibly tomorrow, I'm getting on with Brown Gent just to get them set up and show them how to do it in 1 hour. You could get set up, learn the game, learn the basics of the game and play. It's fairly easy to get set up and play. There's a lot, but as far as becoming an advanced player, that's not.
You got to learn all the moves and all the different skills and which ones are better. Yeah, and then combine with your players. This archer with that Dark Knight,
right, and all that.
Heal them both. Yeah,
there's guys, and then learning the moves and best combos and all this and that.
That's another. I want to get into it, but I don't because I will get lost. I know I will.
So that's the hesitation with so many people is that very thing you just said. But I'm telling you, in 1 hour, we could do a video stream together, and you would have enough like sophomore confidence to think you're pretty badass and could go kick ass in 1 hour.
No doubt. I like games like that. Like, have you ever played Splinterlands?
No, but I stocked to the dev at Splinterlands in Miami. They were
nice. So that was one of the initial blockchain games I got into. So I'm like OG holder in that. I have a whole bunch of like the beta cards and the first few runs. Yeah. So they're just over there being rented out. But like that type of like trying to combine the cards. Like I grew up on Magic the Gathering.
Tell me more. So this is also Brown Gent's game, Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I haven't played in years, but like I think it was 93 that it came out, and I was in high school, and I was a big comic nerd, and there they were at the comic book store, and so bro, I had like Shivan Dragons, Black Lotus, I had all of that like initial stuff, and then I joined the army, and rentals needed money, and so they sold my whole collection at a garage sale for probably fractions of pennies on the dollar of what it was worth, especially nowadays. But whatever, it needed to happen. What up?
I love it. So Born to Die, 007. He's a freaking legend. Do you know this guy? Do you know Born to Die?
I recognize the name, but I can't place him.
DFK, you know DFK Quester, right?
No, what the hell is this? Bro, there are so like that's what I'm saying. Like this community is so amazing. There's so much stuff out there.
This is like rivaling DeFi Kingdoms, becoming like the number 2 used third-party app in the game, I would say.
You're talking about
DFKquester.app. Okay. So yeah, let's invite Ogre tomorrow. Ogre. So you could get on with the Brown Gent and I and learn Fight Club 1 hour. 1 hour stream.
All right, let's do it.
That's A to Z, getting set up, everything. We're just gonna I love it.
As long as it's not like super early in the morning. I don't do mornings.
No, I think it's like probably tomorrow evening. Brown Gent, did we set a time? We were kind of like iffy if we were going to do it before Christmas or not, I think. So, but this Born to Die 007, I put in a request, okay, to add, which function was it? Let me see. Hang on. I think this story, you got to hear this story. I put in a request to Born to Die 007 to, where's the bar? I've got it so zoomed in. It's messed up now. Okay. To add in the stats bar. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't see the zoomed in bar there. Okay. So on stats, like it gives you the combined total stats. So that used to not be there. And then when you click the card, and so literally I put in the request, Born to Die 007, said, hey, he's working on other things, this and that, but he'll try to get to that. Right. So that was his response. I'm going through the McDonald's drive-thru. Okay. When this happened, no kidding. Going through the McDonald's drive-thru, and it was kind of a long line. And I kept meaning to text them because I knew the Fight Club tournament was coming, and I wanted to find all the heroes in my specific wallet that had the best stats. And so I put in a request to add the total stat number, right? And it, from what it sounded like in his response, like, yeah, maybe in a month or two he'll add that. And I was like, cool, okay. Well, the next thing I know, before I got my cheeseburger and fries, the man pumped out the update. Like he's a legend. So this man can pump out updates faster than McDonald's can spit out cheeseburgers and fries, baby. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this tells you so much about the heroes too. So now the update that Beetle Dude just did is a lot of what he had already done. So when you click on a hero card and you flip them, it like this stuff was here. So he was already showing some of that and the sale history. So having these basic abilities and stuff, but now, so that was big. So he's just constantly doing stuff, adding updates. Also, if you need to bridge and bulk, it's so fast. So you can bridge heroes across chains like that.
That right there alone.
And there's so many other things. This is a good spot to also check the tavern to buy heroes. DFKquester.app. I love it. So all the third-party devs too.
Mm-hmm. That's part of the community.
Because you're on DFK Helper now.
Great. Like, pardon?
You're a DFK Helper guy now, right?
Yeah, I'm using Helper. And I mean, yeah, like in my mind, that's what makes the community great. Like a great group of people who are enjoying the gaming experience is one thing, but to have the amazing group of community developers we have also that build cool stuff like this, that like I'm still discovering stuff. Like there's stuff pops out of the woodworks, and if I haven't been paying attention for a week or two, I mean, you never know like what's coming out. It's a beautiful thing, and that's actually part of what I'm working towards with this whole guild thing. We want to talk about that real quick.
Okay, guild. All right, right before we hit on guild, that's next. Finish what your game plan. What are you doing in game? What's your strategy?
Quest my heroes and level them up. Summon to get cooler ones and trying to get as many mutations as possible in those. Jewel is. I mean, that's how I'm investing in the heroes, which is one of the two primary value assets in my mind. The other one being Jewel. Crystal right now I think is extremely undervalued, so I'm just stacking it up. I'm just waiting because there's not really, now that you can't just put it in the bank, you can't really do anything aside from summon with it or so I'm just kind of stacking it up. Pardon?
Yeah, but also I mean those pools aren't nearly as sexy, of course, but I still got a little bit in a crystal Bitcoin pool. That's the only
no, I'm still in 3 pools. Don't get it messed up. Okay. Like I didn't pull everything. I honestly, with my Crystalvale pools that were there before Serendale, I left alone. Okay. I pulled from the money the coins that were airdropped to me and dropped those in on Serendale. Ones I didn't buy heroes with anyways. That's pretty much what I did with that airdrop. I put it in the LP so I could start generating the fund, which I used to fuel my gameplay. And then I bought some Gen Zeros that I could play the game with.
I love it. So one thing too, the pools are still pretty rich with
Oh yeah,
the
and
non-Jade pools.
locked up a bunches for the S Jewel. Definitely wanted to do that.
Hey, how about too? If you check your jeweler, if you had any, did you put a bunch in the jeweler for the Gen Zero that hit last night? So last night, 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern time, they did the snapshot for 100 Gen Zero giveaway. And I noticed that there's only 3.5-ish million or 3.6 maybe is what it ended. 3.6 S Jewel was the final total, which I think the C Jewel, does anyone know the actual C Jewel number that hit for how much C Jewel is in the jeweler versus S Jewel? I think it's substantially less in the S Jewel because everybody aped in the C Jewel, right?
Yep.
For that raffle. And so when I saw it so low, and if you think about it for a second, you got with $2 or $3 grand worth of jewel, you could have bought up, and that gives you probably a 70-ish% chance to win that thing, and that gets all your money back. If you put in $5 grand, man, that almost it'd be real low chances of not winning. And then you win the Gen Zero, you're getting a good half of your asset back right off the bat. So I just couldn't help myself but ape in pretty hard into those. And then today, Frisky had a nice little drop of jewel. If you're in either one of the jewelers, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get in on that at all?
Yeah, I'm in pretty deep on S Jewel. I also got a bunch of C Jewel. Actually, I wouldn't say a bunch of C Jewel. My C Jewel is lacking a little bit because I anticipated there'd be more action over on Sarandale initially. So I put a little bit in C Jewel just to kind of get in and be able to start voting. And I'm sure there's going to be some power ups. And I did the whole 3-year lockup. So I'm not worried about it. I can just add to it.
Yep. One of the things about 3-year lockup is sometimes it's good to not be. So of all the mistakes we make in crypto, usually most people say their biggest mistake is that they never sold and took any profits, right? Most people would say that. And I can give you at least probably 150 different coins and projects that I was into where I wished I had taken some profit and then it crashed back. I didn't take profit, wrote it all the way back down. But you know what my number one biggest mistake I've ever made in crypto is selling my Binance coin at a 20x gain. Okay, I was up 20x on my Binance.
That's not a mistake in any book.
But I sold it at $15. And
Doesn't
then
matter. That was a win.
Yeah.
But I feel you.
Oh man.
$15 versus $500.
Oh yeah, no. And then so I kept selling it. So I sold 90% of it at $15. Then I still had the 10% left over. When it hit $79, I sold another decent little chunk. Then when it hit $200, I sold a pretty decent little chunk. And then I rode it all the way up to it was close to $700. I sold it like $669 or something, baby. And sold out. And then I, rebought as it crashed back down. But I sold too much, and that cost me millions of dollars. That's my biggest, even with all the terrible.
You made money, it cost you nothing. You just missed out on an opportunity, but that's okay. Yeah. Because as much as people think that we're late, we're not late. We are still early. Everybody wants to say this is new. It's something totally different. Blah. Yes, there are different macro environmental factors.
Yeah,
but the same cycles are occurring. Everything works in waves. Everything has patterns. You just got to pay attention, open your eyes, and maybe back up to a bigger time scale to see them. But this is definitely short term. It's going to pass, and then we're off to the moon again.
Yep. It's every cycle. We're used to it. Right. So we still have, if you want to stay away from Jade, which the top Jade pools are over 2,000% still. You got Jade USDT at 22.56%. You got Wrap Bitcoin is 22.39% and ETH 21.42. But then the Jewel USDT still 1,154%. You've got Jewel ETH, and then you got, Jewel Clay, which that's probably your safest pool. Do you know anything about this Orbit coin? Orbit wrapped coins. What's going on there?
My understanding is Orbit is just like Clay's bridge.
Yeah.
Just like, so a little bit of education behind it. Each blockchain is its own network all by itself, like a lonely island that can talk to nobody else until someone builds a bridge to it or from it, right? So Orbit is a company that built a bridge to connect Clayton to other blockchains. And these, when they do that and bridge it over, they create their own smart contract to mint the representation of USDT that they're holding on a vault on the other side on, say, Ethereum, right? So that OUSDT will be different than something that came across the Synapse bridge from another blockchain, because Synapse has their own contract to mint SUSDT or whatever theirs are called, if that makes sense.
Well, is it called? Because it's just called USDC. So one of my questions I was wanting to get with Hubert and Frisky Fox when they came on, but I just ran out of time for both of them, was, are the assets backed 1-to-1, right? So if there's another bridge hack, would it lose its peg to the dollar potentially, or would Bitcoin lose its peg to what a normal Bitcoin is? Do you know that?
So that is the nature of any and every bridge. So you have to be careful when you're messing with bridge tokens like this, because they are vulnerable to a bridge attack. If that bridge, say it's a bridge between Clayton and Ethereum, and it's attacked on Ethereum and they drain all of the Ethereum out of it, that's the Ethereum, or well, let's say they had a bunch of USDT, right? They took the USDT out on Ethereum. That's the USDT that's backing that OUSDT that Orbit's bridged across, which means that OUSDT becomes worth nothing, which is exactly what happened in the Harmony hack.
Okay, so the Harmony hack, all those tokens that were backed, that's what was hacked?
Yeah, the Ethereum side of the bridge was hacked, and all of the funds were stolen out of the vault, and those were the tokens that backed the ones that were minted on Harmony. So, like, you couldn't bridge it back to Ethereum because there was nothing to bridge it back to. Those tokens were gone.
Gosh, dang. So that makes more sense, because I was like, I didn't understand why the peg of a token solely depended on what I thought was the liquidity for the bridge. But it wasn't a liquidity issue. It was all
that is the liquidity of the bridge, right? It's
all the backed coins are the ones that got hacked. That's why.
Right. It's, I'm giving you $100 bill and I want you to turn around on your network and mint me $100 worth of X token. So I can now use those tokens on that network. But if you get robbed and that $100 bill gets taken from you, you don't have any money to back those tokens anymore, so they can never be given back. That's a bridge.
So, like, what about so I still have Solana, Binance Coin, BUSD, Avalanche. I've got some of those tokens on Luna.
No, you don't.
Ethereum and Bitcoin.
I mean, you do, but they're worth nothing.
But there's no liquidity. I can't bridge it out. I don't know what to do. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars. And I don't know.
Wait till the next bull market, and hopefully long pumps and everything goes along with it, and you can maybe get 30% out instead of 2%.
Yeah. Gosh, because those tokens in that blockchain isn't it still backed? You would think, right? Or no?
Well, backed by the bridge, but if the bridge stopped servicing that blockchain because it's died, like why would a company keep spending money servicing a blockchain? Because there's on-chain smart contracts, but there's back-end infrastructure that they have to use with oracles and servers and whatnot to connect them. So why would they keep spending money keeping that bridge alive when that chain is dead?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is another question on Crystalvale. They have USDC and Bitcoin. Okay. He's saying they are native to the blockchain.
There's no such thing. I mean, USDC might be native in that the Circle company has issued some on Avalanche to where it wasn't bridged, but you can't issue Bitcoin on another chain. That's not possible that it's native. It must have been bridged. unless somebody's like holding it off chain custodially and then putting it in there. That, I mean, as far as I know, there might be something that I'm not aware of, but that's the way I understand it.
Okay. Yeah. So I think what Keith is saying, Circle actually issued it. Man. Yeah. Well, the bridges are trustless already.
All software,
if that gets hacked,
is exploitable.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. Not all software is exploitable, but most software has exploitations. It's just a matter of whether or not somebody can find it. Right.
Okay.
So even if it's a trustless bridge, yes, they are a lot safer because you don't have humans in the mix. So you can't have somebody get their private key compromised because it's all built in a smart contract. So they're a lot safer when you remove the human element. But I mean, it is still software.
Yeah.
You don't know if that developer left a back door in and forgot about it.
Yeah.
Somebody else finds it.
Gosh dang. So what risk would you put on these orbit wrapped tokens of USDT, Ethereum, and Bitcoin? And then what risk would you put on like USDC and Bitcoin and stuff on Crystalvale?
I mean, in my mind, I try to worry about the things I can control and assess risk on the things I can't. So, like, am I planning on those bridges getting hacked? Nope. I've got some of those tokens, but am I going to lose my mind? Is my day going to end? Is my world going to collapse if they get hacked or a bridge gets hacked and a part of my funds there goes to zero? No, I'd be very irresponsible of me. And I mean, I'm living off of my crypto income right now, so I've got to protect myself to a degree. So yeah, I would be careful and only put stuff on there that I mean, it is a possibility that it could get hacked. So
yeah, I'm sure it exists. And what would happen to the value of our tokens sitting on there? Like, especially with this Orbits one, I don't know anything about it. I would love to hear more alpha on this Orbits bridge. But I know that the Synapse bridge is one of the best, if not the very best there is in existence.
Yeah, I believe it's trustless, but I don't know that they've bridged to Clay yet, which was the issue. So I think we're relying on Orbits.
Actually, right now. Yeah. They have there is a Synapse does bridge to Clayton, but only the Clay token and Jewel. And then, but as far as like, they won't go from Ethereum to Clayton, not in the right way anyways. So you always want to make sure you're getting these orbit wrapped, because I learned that one the hard way too. You want to make sure you're getting the orbits wrapped tokens.
Yep.
Those three. One thing with iOS code, you know who this guy is? Do you know who this guy is? iOS code? Here's another third-party dev baby. When you come to the castle and you look at Leela's ledger. Is that in here? Where's it at? The Jester?
Yeah, I think it's the Jester.
These are just the games. Nice. Fight Club. What's this level? What is this going on? That's interesting. There's this new game.
What?
Level with the 7
for your on-chain player activity on Crystalvale. Wait, get rewarded for playing the game. It's like a secondary reward. Yeah, we need to check that out at some point.
Yeah, I got to check that out. Okay, there's probably another spot in the castle here.
It should be the Jester, isn't it?
Well, that one just showed the games. Maybe it's just on the other chain. Is it? Oh, Archivist. Okay,
there we go.
Interest in DFK, baby. DFK alerts. What is this one? I don't think I've seen that one yet. Expert, baby. Analytics, DFK Analytics. That's another awesome website. Okay. Leela's Ledger. This was like, remember when we had like the DFK, what was it called before, where it like tracked how much money you're making like per day and stuff like that with your quested items and stuff.
Kingdom Watch.
Yeah, maybe it was I think it's kind of like that. Yeah. And so I haven't even checked it out though. But I used to be on the Kingdom Watch one.
Well, no, Leela's Ledger is more tax return software. I know that.
Tax return for sure.
I don't know if it can do. It might be able to do like real time monitoring stuff, like you're talking. I'm not sure. I have not tried to use it for that. I just know that I was stressing out over taxes, and that's what I used.
Nice. Level has an airdrop for questing. They announced it. Okay, we got to check this stuff out. So anyway, that's iOS code. I love it. Okay, Robinhood, baby. Gave you a shout out with your YouTube channel. Okay, so you are right now, you're kind of stacking some Crystal. That's your game plan. And you think Crystal might come back up closer to the price
Oh, well,
of Jade?
yeah, I suppose I am.
Versus
I am.
Jade, do you think, or do you think Jade could maybe fall down closer to the price of Crystal?
I mean, it all depends upon the market, right? I mean, if we have some black swan event, Jade's probably going down.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that Jade and Crystal are equivalent tokens and will eventually, over time, trend towards equal value. Now, I mean, if there's an event on one chain or another, that might see a bump in that one during that time or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like when a new chain launches, you might see the previous chain empty out temporarily while the massive gains are there, and everybody's trying to grab them before they come back over to that chain,
Right.
as well. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
but over time, I think that Jade equals Crystal.
Yes, for sure. So there's two reasons right now why Jade is going to stay higher for at least a little bit. Number one is the summoning event for the Gen Zero raffle. Number two is the APRs over there. But you can still get some nice APR without being in Jade, right? So that's a debate. That's always a debate. I definitely am in some Jade pools still. I never pulled out. I'm so glad I didn't.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still in all my pools. I jumped in on day one.
You were, yeah. I was too on day one, and I was planning on pulling out and dumping the Jade. But I kind of missed the dumping of Jade. It dumped all the way down like to 19 point something cents.
Right.
And I'm so glad I stayed in because I missed that initial little dumping. I kind of rode it up and then right back down. But then it went up. Now it's at like 24. It's holding solid, I think, still at 24.
Yeah.
25 cents.
I'm seeing it 23.97 right now on ADFK.
Okay. Yeah. 20. Let's see. Did that update? Yeah. And then also, that's one thing too about this Quester. He's got it up here too. He's got all the prices. That's nice. And I said, hey, you need to add he didn't used to have 2 decimal points. Boom. I asked it. Next thing I know, there it is, baby. Added 2 more. Okay. So your strategy is kind of starting to stack some Crystal. Also, so one thing that's coming is the green egg pet hatching. So there's a bazillion green eggs out there waiting to be hatched. So more so than yellow eggs, like quite a bit more, I think, in existence than yellow eggs. Yellow eggs.
It's the nature of the profession, right? With yellow eggs, people are doing vitality, strength, and endurance. With gardening, they're doing vitality anyways and wisdom, so they have something left over. I know I've been putting mine on luck.
But also,
I think that luck comes into play with the amount of eggs we see, because we see it there, and with foraging, there's a lot more of those than there are the other eggs.
Yeah, well, and also because now that you can quest 2 gardeners at a time, I want to say, how many pools are there on each realm? So you can quest something like 30. No, you can quest. You can just quest way more gardeners at a time than you can miners. You can only quest 12 miners at a time.
Right, but you can do a lot more gardeners.
And so
you know what? I just realized we're almost an hour in and we didn't even like declared the giveaway. Did you have a way you want to do it, or should I? I mean, I could just grab a tweet. Hell, we do the tweet about this and just have everybody share it and do hashtag like DFK or something like that and use a Twitter picker. Or you could have them drop something in the chat here on the right, and then you just add the names. And you have to manually go through and find them, though. It's a little more difficult unless you got an easy way to do it.
So do you know how to do that Twitter picker?
You
know how to do that? Is that easy? Quick and easy?
Yeah, it's not hard at all.
Let's do that. You want to send out a tweet, and then everyone shares it?
Tell you what, let me grab a tweet. I'll grab the tweet about this. Heck, see if we can't get some more people to come in.
Yeah.
So make sure he's going to let me drop a link in the chat here. We'll find out.
Okay. Oh, and I didn't share that Quester app.
Looks like it did let me. All right. So That tweet right there that I just dropped into the chat, I'm not seeing it on the StreamYard.
I'm not seeing it either on the StreamYard chat.
But I am seeing it in the YouTube chat.
That is so weird. Maybe it just still needs to update. Or, oh, is it a link? Maybe
yeah, it's a link.
Actually message it to me. Message it to me on that private chat feature. Because I don't think it lets people share.
Can I send it to you on Discord?
Yeah, every time I think, or you could do Discord, but if on the private chat on this chat here, you can do it there as well.
All right. Yeah, but at different devices, I'd have to transfer it over. I just sent it to you on Discord.
Okay. This is it here?
Yep. So everybody jump on that and just leave a retweet, tag 2 friends, hashtag, leave a message, hashtag DFK. That's the important part, leaving the hashtag.
The hashtag DFK is the important part.
Yep. Because that's the Twitter pick will be on.
And
please retweet.
How about I say this? How about I say you don't even have to tag 2 friends if you don't want to. We'll still give it to you.
Yep.
Yes, we'll still do it. So hashtag DFK. So share that tweet, but do a quote tweet. If you guys can see
No, not a quote tweet. That breaks Twitter pickers. Just do a retweet if you're going to retweet it and leave a message on the tweet itself, the little message box.
That's what I mean. On the retweet, if you don't do the quote tweet, you can't message anything. It just retweets it.
Correct.
But if you retweet and then quote tweet, that's when you can message the hashtag DFK, right?
Yeah, but
let me double check.
The Twitter pickers don't pick up quote tweets; they only pick up retweets. But like when you're interacting with a tweet, you can like it, you can retweet it, you could quote tweet it, or you could just leave a message on the tweet.
Right.
So that's the important part, is just leaving a message on the tweet.
Okay, so just leave a message
DFK.
on the tweet. Don't retweet it at all.
I mean, please do. Get the word out. Maybe some of your friends will jump on the stream and we'll get more people watching. But
of course, share it with friends. We love that.
Right.
We're not going to require that.
No.
But the main thing is to just message on the tweet.
Correct. Leave a message or a reply on the tweet.
A reply to the tweet. And that'll get you
at least 10 people to do it.
Okay, at least 10 people minimum, and we're talking 3 heroes, 3 Gen 1s are being given away.
What? Are you giving 2 away?
Okay, so
we talked about this. There's 1 to give away, and
we're going to
summon and talk about and have fun with.
A separate one.
Yeah, I've got 1 identified already to give away, and then if there's time and we want to do it, I've got a couple summons we can do that have like high degree of chance for mutations.
Okay. And those are giveaways or not giveaways? That's probably my
Those are not giveaways. Not today.
I'm an idiot. Okay. But hey, just because I'm such an idiot, I will do a giveaway as well. So there'll be 2 heroes being given away. I'll give away a Gen 1 baby that I did today. With 10 out of 10. I think it was an uncommon. I'll find it.
Cool beans. Robin Hood's asking for a link to the DFK Builder Tools apps page. I think you're just going into the castle and then clicking on
castle. Right. Jester. Well, the Jester is one, and then the Archivist is the other. So right here, that did not help to zoom in. Right. Hello. Okay. Right down here if you're in Sarandale, the Archivist is on the lower right-hand side.
It's the bulletin board looking thing?
Yeah, this bullet. And then on Crystalvale, it's kind of in the same spot in the castle in Crystalvale. And it might be called the Jester there.
I think it is.
Okay. So, yeah, that's your 2 options. So while people are responding, like message on the tweet and hashtag DFK.
Yep. Hashtag DFK.
Yes. Make sure you do that. J-Dub. So with tiers have already, like 3 months ago or 4 months ago, when Hubert talked about lessening the drop rates of tiers to 1/5. So an 80% reduction of tier supply coming on to the ecosystem. I freaked out about it. I bought 100,000 tiers, right? And I was telling everybody, but then months and months went by and I ended up selling them off. And well, now tiers are like 50x. And I sold them too early, baby. But here's the deal. They've already 50x'd. Plus, when the hatching of all these zillions of green eggs come, it's 200 tiers every time you hatch an egg, regardless if you're using boon, grace, or favor to hatch those eggs. All of the hatching of eggs, 200 tiers each. So I've got like 120 at least green eggs. Okay, so just to hatch 120 eggs.
120 green eggs? Holy crap, brother.
I mean, and I've been selling them too. I could have 200 by now. Okay, so that times 120 times 200 tiers, that's going to be 24,000 tiers burned. If I were just to hatch those.
No, hold on. Not everybody going to use max tiers. Some people are going to use the minimum amount of tiers and wait.
No. The middle, it's 200 tiers each one. Doesn't matter. Even if you use the less, the favor, there's favor, there's grace, and there's boon. One costs 1 crystal. The favor costs 1 crystal and 50 gold. And 200 tiers. They're all 200 tiers. The next one is 10 crystal and 500 gold and 200 tiers. They're all 200 tiers. The next one is 50 crystal, 5,000 gold, and still just 200 tiers. So that's 24,000 tiers for my 120 eggs. That's all. So there's thousands of eggs, green eggs out there in existence. Who knows?
Yeah,
tens of thousands. To hatch
you
those,
probably have a significant portion of them. I'm pretty sure you've got at least 1%, if not more of them. No. You've got you and I don't know. Really? I mean, especially you and Veldy, you combine the two.
Man, just 120. You think 120 eggs is 1% of the total?
Bro, I thought I had a lot. I have like 65 or something like that.
Dang. I probably sold 50 or 60 of them. Like in the last over the last several months, combining all the months. The rest, I've bought a few here and there, but not a ton. Most of them I just gotten from questing. That's wild. I did probably get like 20 or 30 by providing liquidity for a couple months in there. So maybe that's part of it. So
pulling mine up now, trying to see. Yeah. No, I only have 35.
Okay. Wow.
And I have not hatched any. I haven't sold any.
Okay. J-Dub, there's not a giveaway link, but I'm gonna this tweet right here that I'm posted right there in the chat. If you guys can see it. Okay. Oh, the tweet above doesn't work for me. It tells them something went wrong. Okay.
That's weird. If you go to my just my Twitter, LTC Yeti, LTCYETI.
It's in the description, right at the top
like
of the description.
Tweet. That's like the first one below my pinned tweet. The pinned tweet's old. I'm gonna remove it.
And your Twitter is the very top one on my description. If you look at my description, not the comments, but the description, right at the very top is Ogre's Twitter. And all you got to do is respond to the message of Twitter. I'll show you right here. And that's how you get entered in.
So it's the one about this feed right there, very top, very first tweet.
Top one. Okay. Refreshed. So it's this one. Okay. And then you want to comment. You don't want to retweet. Yep. So,
well, I mean, again, in order to qualify, all you have to do is comment, right? Leave a comment of hashtag DFK, and that enters you. If you want to retweet it and like it or quote tweet it and try and spread the word and get more people involved, we appreciate it. I think you actually have to retweet it for the Twitter picker to go. Like it has to be retweeted, and you have just a straight retweet, not a quote tweet.
But look, if I do a straight retweet, it won't. I won't be able to hashtag DFK. Watch what happens. I hit
retweet,
and that's it.
Now click the little message button.
Right here.
2-part process. Yep, 2-part process. Apply right there. Okay. That's where you do the hashtag.
Okay. So hashtag DFK. So you have to do both. And then it's all caps, because you can also hashtag lowercase DFK.
It shouldn't matter. I don't think
it. Okay. So you want to both do the basic retweet and comment DFK.
Yes.
And then the Twitter picker will get you in. Of course, if I win, it'll be forgone to someone else.
Yeah, we'll skip that one.
Okay. So this is fun. This is so fun. Okay. I love this. So imagine where tiers are going to go. So one strategy is to not do any training quests if you can help it. So I still have some of my miners, because I have so many miners and I don't want to have 50 different wallets I'm dealing with.
But why are you not wanting to do training quests?
Okay,
I mean, I'd have them
mining. Tiers. So that my training quests don't even keep up with leveling my heroes in runes.
Gotcha.
So I have to sell my gold into runes just to keep up with the runes alone. It also, of course, doesn't keep up with the crystal. The crystal drop rate for the lesser crystals that you get from that is also lowered. So I don't get a ton of crystals either. I mean, that is where I get some of my crystals, which makes me a little bit more bullish on crystals, those lesser crystals.
Man, I'm a huge fan of the crystals leveling up. It seems like, I don't know, it almost seems like when I use a crystal to level up, it guarantees I don't level anything up on that particular thing, but I will like get some good level ups with them. It's funny.
It's weird. Sometimes
especially for summoning, like you have to use those summoning stones. It gives you a permanent increase chance of leveling or getting a point.
You gotta always
it breaks all the charts.
Now, but here's the problem also with stones. Okay, and I meant to mention this. Is so funny. I meant to mention this on Brown Gents the other day, because we were talking about, I'm like a hardcore always use a stone, and Brown Gents pushing back and saying, no, if I'm summoning just to sell the hero,
that's true.
It really takes away from the profit. And I'm saying, no, it won't. Use the damn stone always, and it'll actually help. I think in the long run, when you do summon the mythics and the legendaries and rares and good heroes that you're trying to
down the road, I agree. I think it will help, but not short term. I mean, if people are just trying to like summon a hero, and if it's not a specific hero, they're just trying to sell it.
Well, we were arguing that
not wanting to use it,
because I was just saying, just at least use a chaos stone because they're so cheap. Okay, but they're not as cheap, right? Because you got to use 50 tiers, which so literally those stones, because of the price, I think of mostly just the tiers, it's like doubled. The price of the stones have doubled. Like the in dollar USD value of the stones are double the price now.
Just because
like the tiers $1 USDC to buy even the cheapest of the lesser stones. It's like now I have to agree with you probably. If you just want to be a cheap ass and flip the damn hero and just sell it, right? Okay, don't. But it just drives me crazy, the lack of people using stones. So I can't help it to not use a stone. It's like I'm sinning against the game to not at least use a lesser chaos stone at the very least. So tiers have brought those up. Tiers, man, tiers. Holy smokes, tiers. The more I think about it, the more I'm just like, damn, the value of the tiers are gonna really be crazy. So that's why you don't want to be questing training quests, because you're not getting the tiers, and the tiers by far are the most valuable thing you're getting from questing right now. By far. It's like
I think they're very useful. Real quick though, there's a question down here. Frisky's latest announcement about S Jewel vested Jade. I'm not sure. Do you know what they're asking about?
Okay, where's that at?
It's Blackwing 703.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so they just dropped. That was one awesome thing. I just went and I put in about 34,000 Joule, man, spread across 6 different accounts. You know, so I'm ready for all the power ups that they're going to have in all my accounts. And okay, so that was awesome today. So a lot of the vested, I'm not sure about the vested Jade part, but what he announced today is that a lot of the stuff on Serendale 1.0, like in the jeweler, some of the fees earned, I guess they still had a bag of fees that he split out into the jewelers. So you just got a nice little gift of Joule in your jewelers today if you had some in.
Oh yeah, my understanding, because there's still the DEX, it still exists over there on Harmony, so it's still earning not much because like you have to know where it is and kind of use it through CLI, but it exists until people pull their stuff out.
How do you access that DEX?
Command line interface? I don't know.
Or maybe does Roam Terminal? I know. So Knights and Peasants, right, has a DEX and that might be the DFK DEX that they have like API'd into their game.
It may be, because instead of building your own DEX, you could always just connect to somebody else's DEX.
Oh my gosh! So one tier is actually up to a whole penny. Seriously? Like, so tiers are just, it's like Cougar Swap or something. Okay. No, what Frisky said about it, he said he was going to do it. There's still some more. Oh, maybe he said every quarter from the Serendale 1.0 DEX, or maybe
I think so.
Split up that bag into a few different quarters or something. Or maybe he did just say he'd do it every quarter.
Gotcha.
So that's nice if you're in the jeweler. So the tiers, man. So it makes me not want to do any. So I spent the time of, thank God for Born to Die 007 and this tool. The bridging part makes of this app is so easy and it's so fast. That's what blows my mind. Now you do have to click every transaction. Click. So I've got like 1,400 heroes now. So it's like click, 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 click. But it's like done, bridged. Like it bridges them so fast. It's like done right away. So that blew my mind. Fast. Carlo also has a transfer on his waifu, the waifu bot, Carlo. You can get the transfer, but that doesn't work on Serendale 2.0, but it does on Crystalvale.
Yeah, that's super useful because I need to bridge a bunch and reorganize a little bit before I bridge, because I've got a few different accounts I've got 3 different accounts on Crystalvale, and I need to move some of them over to Serendale.
Yes, right. So it's huge. So, but where I'm going with this is that you don't want to be doing training quests if you can help it. Now, sometimes it's convenient.
Where you're going with this? That was like 10 minutes ago, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So, but that way you get maximum number of tiers and runes, which runes are good too.
Yeah, I feel but now I understand why you say that.
Yeah. So this thought reasoning makes me more bullish on the lesser crystals too, because I think less people are not going to be as many crystals being dumped. Lesser crystals. So I'm saying this at my own peril because I haven't gone and bought very many yet, but I want to go buy some lesser crystals. Okay. Anything else on what you're doing in game strategy wise? And then we're going to talk about your guild.
Summoning and trying to maximize the mutations in the heroes that I summon, and trying to get transcendent and elite and advanced traits and whatnot. Just trying to get the best heroes I can right now, because in my mind that's part of the game, right? I mean,
it's what it's all about. It's all
we
about
are expecting, right? We are all speculating that this game in the next few years will kind of become something cool. PvP, PvE. Everybody has their own dreams of how it's going to play out and what it's going to look like, right? And most of us are going to be wrong. That doesn't mean it's not awesome. It just means it's not what you're speculating about, what your vision is right now. And I think we'll just see lots of stuff pop up over time. I know I plan on building in the community. I mean, heck, I'm vested too. Y'all kind of made sure of it when y'all gave me those tokens back.
Oh,
now I've got those tokens vesting over the course of the next 2 years, so I'm incentivized to help make sure this entire community wins.
Yeah.
See? I don't know if y'all realize what you did there, but you did a smart thing.
I love this. I love you, dude. You're always going to be a brother and dear to my heart.
Oh yeah, ditto, brother. Right back at
Okay.
you. Speaking of which, so some of the cool stuff, the Guild O guilds.
Tell me about this guild. What is this Guild O guilds?
So back in the day, way back when I was in Tron land and Harmony was not even a thing yet, I kind of had a concept of creating a token and having it integrate into multiple games and have that token be the guild token and is recognized in all these different games, so that it's kind of like a free to play, or if that game already has free to play, maybe you get a free asset because you're part of the guild. But going out and connecting the games and using like a token to revolve around that. And then, because a token is just an envelope, right? It's a data package that you can put whatever you want in. So when you do your login to DFK or any other game, they check and they load up all your NFTs, right? Well, they could check for one more NFT. And if you've got that guild NFT, it unlocks certain aspects. It's one of the things I'm trying to get them to do with like land. I was just talking with Hubert earlier today about it, trying to get it to basically all the land is going to have public facing stuff necessary for the PvE side of it, right? But it's also going to have a private guild aspect to the land potentially. None of this is set in stone, but just my understanding, to where you can log in and like maybe when you go questing, you get a boost. Like you have a 5% bonus to get all of it. Just because you're part of that guild and you've built those guild structures on that land. So now you get that reward. So that's just an example of something you could do in DFK, or maybe you get to pick 4 because you hold it and you never played it and you don't know any, because you hold the guild token, you can pick 4 heroes. There's like a base level generic hero, level 1, and you can pick any one of the 8 classes. You pick a gardener, a miner, a forager, and a fisher, and you can duel with them and you can quest with them, but you can't do anything else really. Like it's just a way to try the game. That's another route you could do. So the whole point of this guild is to be like a guild of games and connect all the communities over time, right? So that is where we're going with it.
That's your vision, Mr. Yeah. Connect the dots of different ecosystems.
It's all about cross-pollination, brother. That's how the community grows. We connect communities that are like-minded. So that was an idea I had back on Tron, but it failed because I just had a bunch of talkers and a bunch of people that were all excited about it, but I didn't really attract any doers, and the people that I had wanted to sell it, make a bunch of money before anything was real, and sideways. But here recently I found somebody else who's doing pretty much the same thing, but they have a few add-ons down the road as well. Already connected to like Unreal blocks and then like some other first-person shooters, doing weekly hangouts, like just game nights. And I'm going to form the DFK faction of this gaming community, of this gaming guild. And we are going to form it, right?
So this is like a guild that everybody should join. It's
pretty much.
It doesn't matter if you're in other guilds.
In all fairness, I do have to say this. I am on the team, so I am incentivized. I'm not just like, I wouldn't be on the team and I wouldn't be incentivized if I didn't love it, which is why I started out talking about my dream that I had, because this is something that I like, right? I see a lot of promise in this for the future. It's an NFT community that's basically a membership card, and you join that club revolving around similar concepts and things that you believe in, things that you agree with.
And you do that, you get like your membership card by buying your token.
There'll be an NFT. Yep.
It'll be an NFT. Yes. Yep. Okay. And that's how you get into this club, so to speak, that connects the dots with several ecosystems.
Wow. Both in game and outside of game. Like they're planning on events. There's already, so it's Altera is Altera.com if you want to check it out. Actually, I was announced earlier today. I told them I was going to wait till now to retweet
I've heard of it. I used to have their token.
They don't have a token.
They don't?
Nope.
How do you spell it? Is it A or
Altaira?
Okay. That's a game though. That's a crypto game.
It's everything. It's starting out as the guild.
Oh, it's
He
called
has already paid developers to build a game, but that's going to take a year or two because it's like a
okay.
Skyrim type game with an NFT aspect to where he's building it for Web 2.0. But if you're part of the guild, then there will be a pay to play or a play to earn
Okay.
feature aspect of it to where we can play and earn off of it while other people they just want to spend the $70, buy a video game and play it.
So,
Right.
so the name of the guild is called Altera.
Well, the name of the guild will be like DFK Altera. We haven't really named it yet. That's
It's like
something I
a
want the community
branch
to help me
of
with.
this main guild called Altera, and you're building a branch off of it.
A faction of it, right? There's going to be 10,000 NFTs, and we are going to make up the DFK faction within that larger gaming guild that uses the numbers to connect to all these games and get benefits for us in these games.
Okay. Interesting. I love it. So do you already have a Discord?
Altera, yeah. Let me retweet this because they did send it. They did.
Okay. Yes. And then I'll share it in the chat. I'll share this tweet in the chat.
Yuppers. Now I'm trying to find it. We see we communicate on like 3 different channels.
Oh, right. I get those. That's interesting, man. So it's like a guild. It's like a guild of multiple games, and you want to be the DFK part of that guild, like the head of that guild. Is Crypto Baby H helping you with it too? Because you guys,
anybody is welcome to. I would love to have some help with it. I'm just kind of announcing it now.
okay.
I've been kind of struggling trying to figure out how to do a guild within DeFi Kingdoms where it's going to like provide use case back, right? Like there's a reason aside from the community, because that is a very big use case, right?
Yes.
You find people you like hanging out with, talking with, chatting with, or like maybe you really enjoy duels, so you form a guild around that. So the community as a whole within DeFi Kingdoms is fracturing and segmenting down, and that's natural and a good thing. Right. And this is kind of going the other direction, pulling that whole community into other large communities that are trying to do the same thing. And I'm still struggling here. Hold on one second.
Okay, no, that's okay. That's so interesting. Because I know crypto. So I also updated all my links. So when you go into Discord, and I didn't realize I could do this for every single Discord that I'm a part of, like the Mighty DK. Here's one I still need to get. Who is this? Jayville, maybe? When you come here and you invite people, you can click to edit. I thought I already did this. Edit invite link. Maybe this updates all the time, but when you click the edit invite link, okay, it will, you can do one where it never expires. And so I updated all my links. They all should be updated in this description, including Unity Guild. I have that in there with Crypto Baby H. She's got a vision similar to yours, right? And you guys have worked together some.
We've talked a good bit. Like we kind of went sideways because they were hung up on DFK Earn, and I have nothing against it. It's just I wanted to have a little more control of it. Like a lot of the stuff was being sold off, and all I was seeing was gold, and I still needed stuff and wanted stuff because I'm actually hoarding all of the mats that I get. I'm not selling them. I'm waiting for the crafting to come around. Yeah, they're going to be a lot more expensive then. So I'm just stacking them up now.
You're holding all your tiers. Have you been holding all these tiers the whole time?
I don't sell any of my mats. None of them.
You just like 50x your tiers from
right. Well, I use a lot.
Okay, right. So that's the other thing that with all the summoning, with the summoning event, that's using tiers. Everything's using tiers.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, to jump into Altera, if you want to jump right in there,
yeah,
it's just, I can't post a link, but it's just play Altera. Or you know what? I can. This one's on here. I'm gonna private chat you.
Yeah, private chat me on Discord.
No, here inside this one. This one was on my computer.
Okay. Whoops.
So that is the public chat. It's kind of dead right now. Like I said, we're just kicking this off. They just announced me as an ambassador today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but this is kind of going to be big, I think. Like it
Okay.
took me a minute before I got, this is very speculative. It's very early. I'm definitely going to say that now for those of you that are kind of starting to look at it. When you go to the website, click on the guild button, and that's where you'll see like kind of what I was talking about with the guild side of it. But there's a whole other aspect to it. Like they're making videos, they are making a video game, they're making a mini game, like they're doing all sorts of stuff.
Wow. So this is it right here. I'm in the spot.
Yep, that's the Altera.
Okay, and follow. Wait, follow to get this channel's updates.
In your server. You're already in there, right? You have to complete a few more steps before you can start talking the server complete top center.
Welcome. Okay, complete. So you come in here and I'm zooming in a little more so you guys can see. That didn't help.
Well, I'm pretty sure they know how to
get into right. Okay, treat everyone with respect, blah, 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 the usual. Okay. Yep. No obscene content, blah, blah, blah. Submit. Okay. Okay. Anything else? I guess that makes me in. I'm in.
I think you are in. You should be able to. Nope.
You do not have permission to view.
All right, go back because I see other stuff. Go back to welcome. Check the rules. Start at goblin check. Pick rules at select roles.
Oh, verify.
There you go.
Goblin check. Okay.
Continue.
Read this server's icon. Click done. Continue. This is just one nice thing about this is with Discord. Like it's one of its strongest aspects, really. I mean, all the stuff it can do is awesome. But I love how Are You Human? The characters. Oh, what was it?
Okay. It was a captcha. You got a WK9 Charlie Papa Golf.
Okay, WK9
Charlie Papa Golf. WK9 Charlie Papa Golf. WK9 Charlie Papa Golf. WK9 Charlie Papa Golf. WK9 Charlie Papa Golf.
Yes. So what this does is it keeps spammers out. It keeps scammers out. Bots that scam people like on mass scales, because you got to go through these steps. It's actually a good thing.
Yep. And then you would go down to select roles.
Okay.
Nope, on the left side.
Okay, right here.
Yep. Now, I'm not sure how many roles there are, but what I intend on doing is having a DFK role built in. So that way we can help manage the Discord server. Like if you don't have the DFK role, you won't see our DFK channels, but I'll bring like the announcements channel over here and we can have like a specific Altera to DFK chat room in there. I don't want too much over here because I don't want to detract from all of the communities we already have in DFK, right? This is more just a simple way to connect it together.
Yeah.
And a simple place, central place to kind of put out information that all the guilds need.
Awesome.
What I'm expecting and hoping is just people from all the different guilds in cryptocurrency or in DFK will join up and then kind of share down what they can with the rest of their communities.
Yes, and I'll be able to come invite, and I'll add this link. So I'm gonna using the server's custom invite link. Okay, and it doesn't say this one's gonna expire. Interesting. Cool. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Normally, if you edit invite link, and you can say never, and generate a new link. Okay, so when we do that, I'm gonna have that in the description. Starbucks in the house, baby. Okay, so good stuff, man. Anything else you want to share about the guild, your vision, what you're doing? Well,
I mean, like I said, I'm hoping, and it sounds like they're going to in DFK tie land to the guild. So anybody in the guild will benefit from. I own 2 lands right now on Serendale. I want to have at least one on every continent. So once they come out on Crystalvale, I'll be going after one, and same thing on the next 2.
You personally own the land. Because you personally own the land, you can use it like for the guild.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yep. And I want to build out other stuff too. Like we have a weekly meetup on Tuesday nights where we just play blockchain games.
Yes.
Right. So like last week it was EV.io, which is like a first person shooter. The week before that it was Homie Wars, which is more of like I don't even know what to liken it to. It's more like competitive. You're all racing. I've played some games similar to it with my kids. More like a family type game, not a first person shooter, where like you race through obstacle courses and have to jump off stuff and over stuff, and just kind of compete and have fun in Discord VC while we're playing it, just bullshitting. And it's what we run a Twitter space at the same time.
Really?
Yep.
And you guys all in this guild, you guys were doing that.
This the people that are starting it. Yeah. Right now, I mean, it's core. There's like 6 of us. So you have like the guy starting, the 2 people starting it, and then like a few other people that are just kind of community builders similar to myself.
Interesting.
Who are getting it started.
Okay. And they were doing that. I got so many. Where is the Unity Guild?
Yeah, was
doing tournaments, right? The Unity Guild did like a duels tournament, and then they have all these games, all this stuff they're doing. Game channel.
I could see them kind of merging in and helping me do what I'm trying to do. It's quite possible.
You guys like have
definitely want to talk to some of the ADFK folks and some of the devs, because I would like to also, as a benefit, like some of my. So, like I mentioned, I plan on doing some educational videos. I also want to do some like alpha drops, right? So just like some quick, quiet stuff, like what we just talked about what my plan is for the foreseeable near future. Like that could be a video that we privately give to the guild, just to build value there and utility. Not saying we don't want to give it to the whole community. Of course, we'll give some stuff to the whole community.
Yeah,
but we've got to. If we're building a guild, there's got to be a reason to be in the guild, right? So we got to save a little bit, the juicy bits.
Yeah. So your vision isn't to be like a guild that fights against other guilds and PvP and stuff like that.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
But we're going to be the DFK guild fighting against the Undead Blocks Guild or the Meta Ops Guild or the EVIO Guild. It will be all of DeFi Kingdoms against somebody else.
Okay. All of DeFi Kingdoms, but that's what I mean. As far as like, you're not going to be trying to take on the Adventures in DFK Guild or the Mythic Squad Guild in combat.
I want them coming aboard. Not lying.
Yeah, so you're trying to combine essentially all the guilds together.
Yes, a guild representation of the overall project to the other projects out there.
Right. So this is not in competition with the Mythic Squad Guild.
Not at all.
Or the Adventures in DFK Guild. We got Perilous Pirates. We got, and I want to feature like all the guilds to give people their options. What's out there.
Yes, dude. I would love to have a website to do that. And I'm like, that's another thing that I've wanted to do that I may talk about implementing is like a ranking system. Yeah. To where anybody is welcome to come. If they build a new tool for DeFi Kingdoms, dope. They send us an email, we put it on the website. And it's got like a ranking system where if you hold the NFT, you can go in and rank that project. So that way we stop people like from just creating a project and then spamming their own project a million times and making it look like everybody loves it when it's just them paying a bunch of bots. Yeah. That's why you have to hold an NFT to be allowed to rate it. We're building something like that. We can do it for all the different tools in DeFi Kingdoms. Yeah. We can do it for all the streamers and content creators. There's so much we could do with that. Once we start implementing NFTs and gated access, like this kind of blows the doors off of everything. And on top of that, what's the one biggest problem we've had this whole time? Growing the community, bringing more new people in, right?
Right.
So we connect our community to other communities. Yep, some of y'all are going to find some cool shit you like, and you'll go spend some, pardon my French, you'll go spend some money elsewhere. That's okay, because you know what? Some of those people are going to find us, and they're going to come bring their money over here. And then instead of having X amount, we have X plus 5 more because we're connected to that community.
Yes. So I love this, right? So adoption is a big focus of mine. And, especially once the game comes out, once PvP comes out and Wisdom Gaming is able to launch that, some more of the updates come in. So every little seed that we plant in other ecosystems, So I had a huge win this week. Bartertown, shout out to Bartertown. He's like 99% focuses on the Drip network and Animal Farm with Forex Shark. If you know who that is. I've kind of been in that for a while. And I like Forex Shark. He's like a really good developer. And I've been like hammering him for months to check out DFK. Well, he did a video finally. He did a full featured video of DeFi Kingdoms this week. That was such a deal because, I think it's over.
We need like a centralized newsreel too, to where we can post stuff like that and everybody can see it and then go. That's so a little bit of education for everybody out there. I don't know how many people are watching right now.
Right.
But when somebody creates a video like that, it's on us, the community's responsibility, to go out there and curate that.
Yes.
Make sure that we like it. Make sure we comment on it. Make sure we retweet it. Because that's how we beat the algorithms that they're using against us, right? We know what the algorithms are looking for. So we do that with the people that are creating content we agree with, and we get it out there so the people that have never heard of it find it.
And it loves. Now he's still going to focus 99% on Drip network, and that's great. That's fine. He did a full featured video just for DeFi Kingdoms, and thousands of people have seen it.
And that's cross pollination right there.
99% of his community doesn't even know anything hardly about DeFi Kingdoms,
and a whole bunch of people just found it.
Man, that's how we can grow. That was my goal in Miami, connecting, and I did connect it with Altcoin Daily and BitBoy and just planting seeds. So every time, like it takes a lot of people 7, 8, 10, 12 times to hear DeFi Kingdoms. Finally, they're going to be like, damn, I don't want to FOMO. I don't want to miss out on DeFi Kingdoms, baby. And then that's how it's going to go. And you'll have I Am George talking about it again. You'll have all these big YouTubers and streamers talking about it, and it'll get on the map, and we'll have a $100 jewel. 3 years, baby. 3-year time frame.
Hell yeah. And I mean, in doing stuff like this, hopefully other people create super guilds like this as well, and tie DeFi Kingdoms in, because in my mind, like, it works, right? I mean, we have a vibrant community and we're sharing that. I mean, so let's say this guild first year, it has 10 collaborations. You might like 2 games. I might like 3 games, but they're different from your 2 games. So we just choose those roles, and it's a way to go in so that everybody that's not as deep into the DeFi Kingdoms community as we are, but they're kind of like flyby investing and adding to it, like they can go to that central Altera location and catch up real quick.
Yeah. They'll at least jump in the pool and buy some jewel, jump in those liquidity pools.
Yep.
And then that's how eventually I got all into the game. The DeFi Kingdoms was just another one of the liquidity pools of 50 different DeFi ecosystems that I was deeply entrenched in,
Right.
And that's how I got in.
You find the ones that are winning that you like.
Yeah, those awesome APRs. That's how we all get in. That's how we get in the game. And so, but even if they don't ever get in the game, they just want to buy some jewel. I mean, that's still bullish.
So Lucky Duck had kind of a thing there. Is this a greedy Ogre super guild? I mean, I'm totally down with you helping and being my co-pilot, brother, if you want to.
Hey, absolutely. I'll help. Now I'm pretty committed to, but again, no competition to Raf and Neindorf in Boxside Chats and Adventures in DFK Guild.
That actually works because I want to level up what they're doing and incorporate it.
Yeah. See, it's not competition, and I would absolutely love to help you. The answer is
all about collaboration.
And all the other guilds too, like Mythic Squad is in the chat, which I'm going on their channel tonight. And awesome stuff going on all over the place. And I want to support all the guilds, just to make that clear.
Yep.
I don't want to be overly biased with Adventures in DFK. So I almost don't talk about it enough, probably, because I'm talking about everything else going on. But that's like the number one thing, is that I'm a part of Adventures in DFK. So I don't talk about it as much because I don't want it to be overly biased. But on this kind of thing,
I mean, in all reality, it's pretty much, in my personal opinion, it's my favorite tool. It's the one tool that I use every single day of playing the game.
Okay. Wow. So this tool is your number one tool, you're saying?
ADFK?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
For playing.
Yeah.
Doggone it. Wow. DFK. For playing DFK,
oh man,
like anytime I am doing any sort of summoning, I use ADK.
You're living
Yeah.
on this thing. That's
100%.
absolutely right. You live. I mean, I live on this thing. I pay the fee, which
Definitely, and it's super cheap. It's
Right.
ridiculously for the value you get. Like, in all reality, y'all are undervaluing yourself.
Yes, and I love these guys.
More. It's way worth it. But I love the fact that you're keeping the cost low so that everybody can use it.
Well, but here's the deal. Have you heard about this? So this is some alpha drop, big alpha drop. And I couldn't share this, but this is what I wanted to share. And we already did some, like on Brown, and Chris and Peter shared it. But what the team is working on developing with C Jewel and S Jewel. Okay, one of the big things, and that this isn't done yet. They're still working on it. It's not even a for sure thing. But what they're trying to work on is us being able to allocate a portion of our C Jewel or S Jewel to different third-party developers or content creators. Okay, and then you still own the jewel. The only thing you're losing in doing that is the interest being earned goes to
them.
Well,
thank you. As a subscription model, and that's brilliant because it's a way to do a subscription model without having to do a subscription model, so you don't have to worry about the wallet authorizations.
That's freaking
genius. It really is.
All the use cases of this C Jewel and S Jewel, that was all the more reason why I aped in. Like I went financially irresponsible and put in like 33 jewels.
Bro, we've been dropping alpha the whole time, Starbuck. What up, Mosh?
Dudes, my God. Yeah. So, okay, looking forward to Altera. I shared it in the chat. And I'll do it again. And I'm going to have this on at the top of all my videos from now on. It'll be right there.
Hell yeah.
Top, baby. So,
and we need to chat after this. If you do want to like help team up and push this, Brady, like, there's like a weekly meeting and stuff like that. We can get you linked in on and get you spun up as part of it to help me represent ADFK.
Yeah.
And by ADFK, it's like the Altera DFK Guild, which is another crossover, which is why like somebody just said they had just put in flooring and it was like Altera branded. See, I look at things like that and I don't really believe in coincidence. To me, that's the universe talking to me when I see stuff like that.
Yeah. No, so we badly need to talk because I don't fully have my mind wrapped around it. I don't fully get like when your vision and everything. I just really want to fully embrace it and wrap my mind.
Have you ever been on a bar crawl?
No, I haven't.
You've never been on a bar crawl where like it's a street with a bunch of bars, you buy a cup and then you go to every bar and you get a discount and they just fill your cup instead of you buy a regular drink?
I mean, I've done a lot of bar hopping, but I've never done that. No, that sounds fun.
Okay, so did I say, I may have said bar hop, I meant bar crawl. But so it's basically that, right? You buy this one NFT and then you can go into these 10 different games and you have utility in those 10 different games. And as time goes on, more and more games get added to the community, and it's kind of creates like a big ecosystem, basically exactly what DFK is doing with all the community devs, but taking it to that next level and going to multiple game ecosystems and connecting all of them.
Right.
So imagine 10 DFKs, projects like DFK, all collaborating and like having events where we can actually throw a big event because all 10 of them are pitching in a little bit instead of having one or two pitch in a lot to fund the event. Now we've got a bunch of events throwing a little bit, and we're doing badass esports events with like dope NFTs that are being given away as prizes and stuff like that reduce costs because they're partners, so they give that NFT. There's so many ways that this really works well.
I love it, man.
And I'm super excited about it.
I'm pumped. We're going to be talking about this a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So every Thursday at this time. So
I'm not saying it's going to be an Altera, right? I'm going to do a Twitter. So if you want to jump on that with me, also I'm going to do like a Twitter space once a week, and that will be Altera themed. If you want to make this an Altera themed one, but I almost want to let's make it like the DFK faction at the very least, so it focuses on what we are doing within Altera. But the Twitter space I'm going to do will be Altera first, DFK faction a very close second.
I love this. Yeah. So this every Thursday is primarily, it's just DFK, but we'll be giving updates on what this guild is doing every week is what I meant.
Yep.
So we're way over time on always because I'm the time warp. as far as the giveaway, are we ready for that?
Oh, yeah, I looked it up.
Here, you can share your screen if you hit present. You can share screen.
Let me pull it up right now.
Okay, so by the way, if anybody hasn't gotten in, you just got to share this tweet and also comment. You got to a basic just retweet, and then you also have to comment hashtag DFK. So I am going to post that in the chat again. All right, if you haven't done that yet, to get this giveaway. And I'm also going to add in, I'm pretty sure it was an uncommon. Okay, there you are. All right. Did I lose you?
Clicked the wrong button. That was my bad.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring up the Twitter picker and do multiple things here.
And so you can share your screen.
This one.
I was just repeating, if people haven't done this yet, I need to find this hero. It's an uncommon Gen 1, 10 out of 10. Because I'm going to give away a hero as well. Okay.
Yeah, let me load this tweet up real quick. Make sure it's the right one. Yep.
Okay, my heroes sort by level. I think it was this.
Yeah. So how do I share my screen?
You hit present at the bottom. Do you see this? Okay. And then it'll ask you which monitor. So this is the one I'm giving away. This Pirate Gardener, 10 out of 10. I just summoned him, I think, within the last day. Uncommon pirate. All right, I see it. I got you. All right.
Yeah.
I love it.
So let's bring up the correct winner. So here's the tweet. And we want 2 winners, one for you, one for me.
Yes. Right? Yep. And so let's have the first winner be yours. And what is your card? What is your hero again?
Oh, shoot. Mine is, well, hold on. We'll pull that up.
Okay. The bee. Umar, baby, and Ryan. These guys are just the bomb.
This is the one being given away from me. Serendale 2.0 7139.
So
and, it's got a double poison blade at the active 2, as well as a double cattail if you're trying for wings.
Yeah, real quick, pause, because hang on, Ryan, to comment, you see this comment, you comment, and you do a hashtag DFK. You see that? If you can see it, and then you click DFK. If you can see that. Okay, continue, Ogre. And then that's how you comment to his tweet.
No worries. Yeah, he wants to do it. Yep.
Okay, continue.
Run out of time. We'll be taking here momentarily.
Yeah, a Legionnaire pirate. Nice. 10 out of 10.
Sorry.
Oh, did I lose you? Oh no.
Sorry. No, I muted it because I was coughing.
Oh, okay. You like froze. All right. This.
Oh, yep. So there we go. So let's go ahead and do this Twitter picker.
All right, do it.
I need this one back here. I'm not gonna worry about that. I don't even care about that because that's all of you people are in here. So where's the
hashtag? You guys have to do a basic retweet and a comment hashtag DFK. Otherwise, you won't be in this raffle. All right. Let's go.
You know what? Nope. I picked the wrong Twitter picker. So basically everybody who responded is in it.
Great.
So we got 39 people.
39 people.
All right.
Awesome.
We ready?
The ones who responded. Okay. Beautiful.
Begin draw.
Here we go. Let's go.
Wag me.
Oh,
We are going to make it. You just made it. Congratulations. Who did you say won the first one? Did they win mine or yours?
Yours is the first one. The second one's
Wag me
mine.
and Crypto
So
Kong.
Crypto Kong is one of the most phenomenal guys in this whole space. WAGMI. Who is that?
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know, but they're going to make it.
I know Crypto Kong. He's a brother. Okay.
All right. So Wag me, reach out to me.
Wag me.
Best way to do that.
I don't know if I recognize who that is. Wag me, welcome to the channel. Congratulations.
It's like your longest follower. They've been following you since day one, bro.
I have to repeat everyone's name all the time because I'm so bad with names.
Dude, I
don't think I recall seeing Wag me. I could have forgotten. Congrats, yes. And so
congrats,
Crypto Kong, baby. I know I think he won one of mine before too. I love it.
So Wag me, do you know how to reach me in Discord or Telegram? Twitter, I have to be following you for you to be able to message me. So unless I'm already following you, I can't message you there. Grady, I'll leave it up to you to deal with Crypto Kong and get him his winnings, and I'll send to Wag me.
Kong,
cool.
I've got him covered, baby. You got this pirate. It is 7544, baby. I love it.
Do we want to do the summons now?
I need to wrap up. And because my
kids, we can hold off and do summons another time.
Yes,
I know you got kids.
Sure.
Yeah,
we're such a time warp. Okay, Wag me said he hit you on Discord, I think. And Zelf, I love you. Umar, I love you. Yeah, there's several things I need to do tonight, and we're also going on live with Mythic Squad tonight. I think 10:30 Central Time. And hey, Ogre, I'm sure you're welcome to jump on if you want. They're just so awesome. I don't know if you saw last night, Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms did a video, ADFK, and had the Mythic Squad on, and it was so good, that video.
I'm not. Oh, sorry. Important change in Discord. So did they message the wrong person, possibly?
Oh.
I have had scammers before impersonate me.
Okay, Wag me. Yeah, so did you hit up Ogre in Discord? Because Ogre's not seeing.
They may not have. I mean, they might be on their phone and they're going to do it later, and they're just saying so they're going to hit it up in Discord.
Okay, yeah.
Just make sure it's Ogre Abroad 7836. 7836.
Ogre Abroad 7836. Love you, buddy. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll jump on.
Okay, man. So hey, if you want, so that's tonight, 10:30 Central Time. All right.
10:30 Central. Damn, y'all gonna keep me up late.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to, I get it, because you're not a.
Oh no, I definitely want to. I'm going to. I might not stay up as late as you guys do.
Do you know the Mythic Squad? Mosh, Starbuck, Justice.
I've seen them. Yeah, hell, I was on their stream the other night.
Oh, that's right.
Not on the video, but I was in the community.
Yes, those guys are awesome. Open invitation, Ogre. There it is. There it is, baby.
I would. I'm kind of old. Coffee or whiskey, one of the two.
Yeah. Who else? Someone else is going to be on with us too. Who was it? Brown Gent or Christian Peter or somebody?
Holy crap, that's going to be a mess. So many people trying to talk.
Christian Peter's working on this awesome new tool, baby. Yeah, last night's stream, it was lit, man. Okay, so Christian Peter has this phenomenal new tool that he's a dev that he's built. Like DFK today or something. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I can't wait. Yes, DFK today. There it is.
Ooh, is that going to be like a cool news site that lumps up all of the stuff like we were talking about? That'd be dope. Yeah.
So if you watch Sergeant Filthy McNasty's video with Christian Peter was so in the zone in that video. He was in the zone. You have to see that one.
I'll check it out.
He was just, it was like, just talking about all things DFK. Oh, Aphex, that's right. Aphex is going to be on the stream with us. He's another brother of mine. Like,
Nice.
we think alike. We have the same mind. Aphex and I.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So that's tonight.
Yeah.
Aphex, Ogre, and myself are going to be on with the Mythic Squad. Robin Hood.
Well,
so
if we're not going to summon anymore, do you want screen
that?
back if we're not summoning right now?
Oh,
I don't need the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I love you, Ogre, my brother.
Mad love back at you.
My man.
He's one of
Every
many.
Thursday.
And I say let's try to keep it down like a little bit, because if we're going to go outside of our general community, like our general community who live, breathe, and eat and sleep and shite DFK, they can watch 5 streams that are 2 hours each in a day. But a lot of people out there aren't going to be able to. And if we're trying to bring them in, we want to kind of keep it a little shorter and sweeter. So I would like to aim for like 45 minutes to an hour. To try to wrap up the prime content. And then from there, we can have fun. And maybe blow out. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. Okay. So
and I'd love feedback on that from the community, what y'all think about that. And maybe I'm wrong. That's just my general idea and my thought, but that doesn't mean I'm right.
Yes.
I'm right.
So tomorrow, Brown Gent confirmed, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time, we're going to do the Fight Club video.
Ooh.
You in?
Wait, so like, to teach me how to do the fighting. Yes.
Yes. Get you guys signed up, squared away. I love it. On Fight Club. 1 hour video.
Hell yeah. So 7 o'clock tomorrow and 2:30 tonight.
Yeah, 7 o'clock Central, because you're Central Time, right? And Brown Gent is Eastern. Okay. I think you're cutting in and out a little bit. Power Hour. Yes. Tune feed. I love you guys. Yeah. Love you guys. Anything else?
Just a reminder. I am going to be up in Boston, not close to my normal self. So if we got any DFK peeps near the Worcester, Boston area next Friday night or Thursday night or Friday night, I'd love to just do like an impromptu meetup mixer, hang out with some of y'all and have a beer or two.
Oh man, I wish I was in Boston. I'd be so there. I would so be there.
You're what, like St. Louis, aren't you? Where are you at again?
I'm south of St. Louis, so I'm closer to you than St. Louis. I'm outside of Cape Girardeau, like right across I'm right at the border, of the Cape Girardeau.
We're hanging out the first half of January. I'm like, if I got to drive up there and we'll go get your bar near you, like we're gonna do that. Impromptu, not planned, quasi being foretold. In January, first 2 weeks, sometime I'm gonna be up near wherever Grady is. If y'all want to come hang out, I'm all about doing this, man. Like that's what I would love to do is just fucking drive all over the country and meet all of y'all and hang out and have a bunch of little meetups and have like conventions and just hang out.
I remember I was going to come out and meet you at one of your things, but then shit hit the fan. That was when the Harmony Bridge hack happened. But I was going to come meet you.
It happens. Stuff goes sideways. It'll happen when it's supposed to.
Okay. I love you guys. Crypto Grady, Ogre, out.
I love to you.
I can't wait. I love this. DFK.